Hi folks, I am in New Mexico and there's a few reasons. There's a lot of skepticism, of course, about whether or not this rainmaking with tree stuff is real and working. So after about 100 rains over the last 3 years, 2.5 years, and 65 or more documented projects, those have all been in subtropical environments. And so I'm up here in Kingston, New Mexico, where it's no joke, and we're in an arid montane or mountain climate. There's basically no soil here. It's essentially really smart green vegetation thriving next to a dry-ish creek. It runs out about where I'm sitting, spring-fed from up in the mountain, up the hill here to the west. And this town, as you can see, is in extreme fire danger right now. My goal over the next 5 days and 10 waterings, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe another on Friday, which would be 1,000 gallons a day, 5,000 gallons, maybe 5,500. My goal is to turn Kingston, did I say where I am? Kingston, green, and move that fire thing this way over to yellow, blue. That would be incredible, right? If we can do that in just a few days by watering trees. I'm pretty sure at the moment, even though there's no soil, there's a lot of mature trees here. This is not the most mature by any means, but they're full canopies. People are not doing, in this town, cutting. They're trying to build slowly the soil structure, and they have natural buildings. They're low electricity. There's just not much heat being generated here by the community. And mostly, as you can see, last thing I'll say is that the canopy is not so bad here. The green in the ponderosa pines, the oak trees, the other things I can't name, is not so bad. The moisture is sort of stored in the trees, in the vegetation. It's not in the soil, but it is in the air. You can feel it moving around up here. So that's a really good sign. And then right behind me is where that stream or creek is. And it's relatively active up the mountain. It runs out about here, but there's a gully, and someone has started a farm, fruit tree farm there. And so when you go down on that gully, which is on Italian Street, a nice name, because it just gets beautiful. It looks like you're in old Italy for a moment. You go down in there and you've got the microclimate that the world wants to live in. So we're gonna see if putting water in the big trees on the far end of town, on the east end, and then up in the foothills of the mountains up here on the west end of town, putting a lot of water in there is going to get the moisture to circulate between this grove I mentioned, the stream, and all the vegetation here. And then hopefully within a few days, we'll see things like this yellow stuff start to turn green. And it'll be even cooler. And then last, I said last, but I meant 1 second to last. Last of all, the reason I'm doing this is not for Kingston per se, although it's going to be great for Kingston. It's for Mexico. It's for Texas. It's for New Mexico. It's for the drought crises and in Mexico. I'll explain the plan when I have time to make this a slightly longer video, but we're doing arteries starting with Kingston, going all the way to Flagstaff in the Gila mountain range between Arizona and Kingston, essentially, New Mexico. That's our best hope for sending moisture downwind to the interior of western Mexico, where they are currently suffering extreme drought. And if that gets worse, they're not getting the monsoon rains they need. If that gets worse, we could have real humanitarian crises on our hands at the border. Worse than what we already have. Millions of people trying to get water in Mexico. So this is an effort beginning today on the 16th of June to turn that around. One man, one truck, 1,000 gallons a day. I plan to be out for about 6 weeks. I'm starting with the Gila mountain range, and then going to the other side of New Mexico, trying to irrigate the corridor that waters El Paso, where we currently have stage 4 drought, the exceptional drought, and all parts south. And we'll see how well that works. All right, thanks for watching this video. Let's see if we can move that needle.